doing this very thing, because they position themselves as a spokesperson for almost all of the ATRs. They felt it gave them the right to create objects, sacred objects, and resell them to anybody that gave them the money. All right? This is so offensive. This is so disrespectful. Okay, because basically when you do stuff like that, you are saying, I really don't give a shit about these people or their beliefs. Okay, but these same people will turn around and look at the little suburban white soccer mom who sits at a booth at the annual crafts show in her community, who made wind catchers, right? And dream catchers. And they'll mock them and laugh at them while they're turning around doing the same damn thing on Etsy and various other websites. There are spiritual implications to this. There are also consequences. I'm not going to call any names out, but I have seen this shit played out for myself. Years ago, I got into it with somebody that was doing something offensive to the ancestors. I told them, what you're doing is offensive to the ancestors. They don't like that shit. They don't like that shit. Stop doing that shit, or suffer the consequences. Now, that's not me making a threat to nobody. That is me telling you what the hell is going to happen if you keep disrespecting the spirits like that. But because they were engaged in their entitlement and their privilege, they basically gave me the hand, acting like, I don't have to listen to you. Who do you think you are? I've been doing this forever. I'm going to keep doing this. Oh, and then a year later, what are they doing? Oh, I lost my house. Oh, my computer broke down. Oh, my car crashed. Oh, my wife left me. Oh, some beast broke in my pen and ate up all my chickens. Oh, I can't do this. Oh, I've been diagnosed with this disease. Blah, 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 and just crying. Oh, Lord, what have I done? What have I done? Really, motherfucker? Really? Really? What have you done? Bitch, I told you. All right. The days of me warning people about the kinds of trouble and havoc they can wreak upon their lives by setting off African spirits who don't want to have shit to do with them are over. Yes, I'm declaring that right now, and I'm making this episode my accountability episode. I'm done warning people. All right. It's over. You want to keep playing with the ancestors? You want to keep playing with the ancestor spirit forces? Do it at your peril. All right? Go ahead. So we can sit back and have a good laugh at your demise. Yes, that sounds cruel. But that's just, it is what it is. Okay? Because I'm not the only one saying this. Lots of other people are saying it too. And then we get met with things like, oh, they're so racist. Oh, recently somebody called one of my friends the Donald Trump of hoodoo, because he stuck up for his elders' traditions. He stuck up for his ancestors' traditions. He's a black man sticking up for black shit. And then all of a sudden he gets, labeled a racist. Black folks cannot be racist. If you don't believe me, look it up. Look up the word racism. We do not have any power to oppress any other group. Not yet, anyway. All right? So stop calling us that. When we stick up for our shit, when we stand up in our blackness and our truth, which is our blackness, you don't get to call us racist. Okay? Please give that shit up. It don't work. Just don't do it. We do not appropriate cultures. We assimilate. All right? If you don't understand what that means, get a dictionary and look it up. Assimilate. But we can't turn around and we are forced to assimilate in this society. So if we start navigating certain roads and waters as a result of us being members of this society, you can't just turn around and point fingers at us and say, look at these black people appropriating white culture. No. We all speak English, don't we? Is that appropriation? No, it's assimilation. Okay? Y'all folks need to stop twisting shit up with the purpose of trying to make us black folks feel badly about the things we feel proud about the things we feel passionate about. We're going through a renaissance right now. We're going through a reclamation period right now. We are going through a re-identification period right now. We're going through some revolutionary shit right now. We are going through a reacquaintance period with our ancestors right now. And folks are crying. So I'm going to hold my cup out and catch some of them white tears, because I can make some mojo with that shit. I sure can. So keep it coming. All right? Keep it coming. We're going to make some lemonade with them. Cultural appropriation. The funniest shit I ever did see was an appropriator try to accuse some other white folks of being appropriators. That just tickles me to death. What makes me sad, however, is when I see people of color, especially black folks, try to cape for this shit. They try to come in there defending this shit with this, message of, we are all one. We all belong to the human race. We're all one race. We're all human. Universal love and light, la 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 la, talking that unicorn tear shit. Okay? I'm sorry, but you folks are so damn delusional and out of touch with reality. I can't even engage you people, okay? I cannot engage you. You on some other shit. And maybe, it's a positive thing, and I'm not trying to say your positivity and your loving messages are lost on me. I receive love because I'm capable of that. But you don't live in the world I live in. And the world that I live in demands that black people start reclaiming what is theirs. And as long as outsiders are beating them to it, it's not going to work. Okay? As long as white folks are controlling the narratives about our shit, and this is particularly true with the African American, Black American practice of hoodoo, root work, and conjure, which does have an ancestral element. They done totally written that shit right out the damn website and books that they write. Okay? They might throw a little nod at it here and there, but it's totally not there. Okay? And why? Was that done accidentally? Hell no. That part was left out. Because that's the power part, you see. None of this works without your ancestors involved. Black folks, we by default have that. All right? All we got to do is remember some things. We ain't got to read a damn thing. We ain't got to listen to no podcasts. We don't have to read none of these damn books and websites that's out there. All we got to do is sit down and fucking remember. And the ancestors will make it so. They guide us through it all. But a lot of people will take everything that's already out there as truth. I seen a black man tell me that we aren't entitled to this knowledge. We're not entitled to this power. We are just borrowing it from the ancestors. A black man said this. But guess why he said this? Because the person that was so-called teaching him his own ancestors shit was a white woman. And the majority of the people she teaches are white people. So, yeah, she's correct teaching her white students that language. But to teach a black man, and if I'm not mistaken, he was African, both parents. Okay, I think he was first generation African in America. So it's like he's parroting this dumb shit and trying to argue with me and a whole group of other black folks that we aren't entitled to anything. This is not our birthright. We're just borrowing stuff from our own. What? He didn't even say our own ancestors. He said the ancestors, which lets you know right there he's speaking something that was taught to him by an outsider. Okay? Oh my goodness. Then there are all these other, folks who are initiated. And I don't care what group you belong to here, but there is a lot of contention between people who go out and go through all the steps and pay all the money to get these titles and things versus people who don't. And the question of access and birthright and entitlement and all of that is causing folks to fucking go crazy on each other. And it's a sad thing to see because everybody's hearts are in the right places. But people aren't being sympathetic or empathetic to where each other is coming from. Okay? People aren't listening and being respectful. But that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. Right now, all I have to say is, this stealing shit and this lying and this revisionist history that's going on, particularly with Black American spiritual sciences, is sickening, and it has to stop. And I'm so happy to see that more people are standing up and speaking out. More people are saying, hold on, this isn't right what you're doing. What you're saying and what you're putting out there isn't true. It isn't correct. I spoke to my elders about this. I spoke to my ancestors about that. And you don't know what you're talking about. And I'm so grateful and just so happy to see more and more of us reclaiming what is rightfully ours. And the lies and all the fuckery that's out there is falling away. The truth is standing there and it's remaining, and people are having access to what is real and what is true because their spirits are making it so. I am so glad to see more people of color taking the initiative to craft and make and sell spiritual supplies as a pushback on all of this cultural appropriation that's going on. Okay? It's a beautiful and it's a blessed thing. Either, making things for themselves, sharing them and bartering with other folks of color, or even starting their own ventures and shops, either brick and mortar or online too. It is a beautiful thing. Because, this appropriation stuff is deep, but it's just par for the course. The dominant culture steals everything from us, and then they turn around and try to act like they made it. Or one of their people are the people that started it. Okay? The revisionist history I seen a couple years ago. Oh my gosh. These white folks are trying to say that Irish slaves invented hoodoo and root work and conjure in America. And they were mixing some half-truths with a whole bunch of lies. It was crazy, but it hasn't stopped. People are, going all over the place trying to throw up all this evidence of how, our stuff isn't really our stuff. Well, let me tell y'all something. I done traced this all the way back to the damn Congo. Okay? A mojo bag and an Nkisi in the Congo, same damn thing. So y'all can sit up here and lie and say it's European and it's Native American if you want to. Okay? But I'm here to tell you, the days for lies and fuckery, over. Well, that's all I have for today. Thank you for listening. As always, wishing you love, peace, and powerful juju. Until next time.